Located in the Caribbean, Martinique benefits from its exceptional geographic position, a link between Europe, the Americas, and the other Caribbean islands. Being a member of the Association of Caribbean States confers true economic potential. With its modern infrastructure, Martinique is open for business. Ambitions, though, cannot be achieved without a highly efficient port. The Grand Port Maritime accounts for over 80% of the island's import-export. The growth of traffic has led the port authorities to begin the expansion of building works, facilitating the reception of 100,000 containers per year. Developing cruise ship traffic is another ambition. The Pointe-Simon terminal is now able to accommodate the largest existing ocean liners. With over 1.7 million passengers a year, the airport, a genuine actor in regional development, remains the primary gateway to the island. Opening the skies of Martinique to the world and offering top-notch infrastructures remain the priorities of the Aimé Césaire Airport Directorate. The modernization program includes extension of the passenger terminal, creation of a business center, including an auditorium and hotel, renovation of passageways, and lastly, within the heart of the airport, displaying the economic development of the cultural heritage to reflect the identity of Martinique. Roadworks have been put in place to upgrade, renovate and develop the road system in view of equipping the island with facilities to match its potential. Martinique has understood the importance of high-quality transport infrastructure in continuing its territorial economic development, of which roads and transport occupy an important place. The transport of the future is at the heart of regional action. So as to meet deadlines, several construction companies are involved in the public transport projects. At the end of 2015, the 13.9 kilometers of dedicated track will be completed. The construction of TCSP will allow better accessibility between downtown Fort-de-France and Le Lamentin. Only 30 minutes will be needed to travel from one end of the line to the other. This will help in changing people's habits and encourage them to use public transport. Presently under construction, the CFTU will operate the future tramway. The improvement of travel options, an indispensable pillar of local development, is one of Martinique's project priorities. Linking residential areas with work environments, transporting students, bringing people closer together, is the mission being carried out today by the CFTU crews. Each day, this Martinican company meets the transportation needs of users in transit or living in Fort-de-France, Lamentin, Schoelcher and Saint-Joseph. The construction of the emblematic 105-meter Martinique Tower in the modern regional capital of Pointe-Simon also represents a symbol of economic development, solidly anchoring Martinique in its natural geographic zone of the West Indies. This structural investment for Martinique, fruit of an exceptional regional cooperation, was financed by an insurance company originating on the sister islands of Trinidad and Tobago. Many plans put in place to stimulate the Martinican economy have created rapid growth and with it important social progress. Unquestionably, the service sector dominates the economic scene. Agriculture, an asset for development, employs 15% of the workforce. Bananas are the main crop of the island and concerns approximately 400 producers under the group heading of Banamart. The industry has implemented a policy of sustainable development, as well as quality controls. Banana planter, banana mountain, banana country. The Martinique and Guadeloupe Federation UGP BAN supports, markets and promotes French West Indian bananas and is the primary export crop, followed by rum. The farming of animals is present in close to 2 out of every 3 farms, that is to say about 2,500 farms. With regard to the volume of meat production, there is a fairly balanced division between the 3 main fields of beef, pork and poultry. Benefiting from a solid organization from husbandry through distribution and sales, as well as meat processing, Martinique Va, the Union for Breeding in Martinique, is at the forefront in equipment and innovative technologies. Tourism accounts for more than 20% of total employment. Martinique remains a privileged destination for overseas tourism. Boldness and innovation are the engines of regional growth. Local talent and know-how must be encouraged. A demand for projects from young entrepreneurs found dynamism and creativity in the young Martinicans. Professional education necessitates a permanent engagement. Schools, technical colleges, training centres, vocational training, everything is put in place to increase the level of education. AGEFOS can claim to finance the most relevant educational programs for Martinique in partnership with the business community. Acting on the decisions taken in job training and integration, AGEFMA adds its contribution to the development, implementation and management of these programs. A contribution strengthened by the leadership and professionalism of the participants. The apprenticeship system has facilitated the exchange between business and apprentice. Mentalities need to evolve to permit each and every one to develop in their own creative direction. Martinique is full of talent, reinforced by its youth, promoting the values of local savoir-faire. It is a territory with tremendous investment potential in all sectors of activity, in constant search for new ideas. The suburban community of Espace Sud, Martinique, has ambitions to be a major player in the development of the 12 southern communities of Martinique. By fully contributing to the economic development of its territory, it is engaged in pursuing its objective of unity and innovation. It's an active and innovative suburban community where the environment plays an essential role. Sustainable solutions respectful of the environment have been set up for waste management with the aim of making the Espace Sud Martinique an exemplary territory in matters of sustainable development and respect for the environment. One of the most important developments is finding alternative energy sources. Having at its disposal all types of renewable energy, Martinique can become a leader in undertaking its energy conversion. This decision has been largely influenced by the emergence of innovative projects such as an electric generating station run exclusively with biomass and ocean thermal energy conversion. This will also be accomplished by introducing electric vehicles and has for over 20 years been using the emergent development of solar energy. Sarah is without doubt one of the jewels of Martinique's industries. The consumption of petrol for industry and the populace is continually growing. The production of refined petroleum represents in value nearly half of Martinique's exports. Discovering Martinique is to love a patrimony, a culture, and an extraordinary habitat which inspired Aimé Césaire and his humanist thinking throughout his life. With a population of approximately 400,000 residents, it is located in the archipelago of the French West Indies, the Atlantic Ocean to the east and the Caribbean Sea to the west, 450 kilometers northeast of the coast of Venezuela and 700 kilometers southeast of the Dominican Republic. Paris is 7,000 kilometers away, about an 8-hour flight. It is the ideal place for a dream vacation, but also a land of culture and tradition, provided with a strong identity. With its 300 kilometers of coastline, made up of coves and inlets, it is a dream destination for lovers of paradisiacal beaches, with the pleasures of bathing in clear, warm waters. The Port de Plaisance at Marin is one of the largest ports of the Caribbean. Discover a rich folklore, tasty and delicious dishes. Fantastic music, listening to the rhythms of a beguine. There is nothing better than a stay at one of the hotels, relaxing with your feet in the water. And for an unforgettable experience, discover Martinique from the sky, thanks to the magic of a helicopter trip. With its fabulous tropical forest, the mountain ranges dominated by the silhouette of the Pelée Mountain, the waterfalls, the enchanting rivers, the wild coastlines. The north is an ideal destination to engage with nature, recreation, and activities. The project for inscription on UNESCO's World Heritage Sites impels the involvement of each and every Martinican. It is their project, a challenge for the entire island. Martinique is betting on the future. With a strong and unique potential, it is a territory in full progress. The quality and energy of its business is a guide for the region's activities of tomorrow. A boundless opportunity for employment and resources. At the end of this brief introduction, you might wish to know more. You could not imagine a more magnificent island and understand how loved it is by those who know it, although you may have caught a glimpse.